during those times, Washington, D.C. was really a prejudiced place. As blacks, we could not go into those restaurants. It was different. Drug Fair had a lunch counter. Woodward and Lothrop had a lunch counter. We could not, although we shopped there, they wanted your money for shopping, but they didn't want you to come in there and sit down and have a meal. Oh, it was definitely discrimination in the construction. I was working with 2 Italians, and they had taught me how to set stone out at the NIH. So when we got to the Senate House office building, I set stone all around that building there. The owner of the company tried to get me into the stonemason union because the superintendents, they all knew I had learned how to be a stonemason setter, setting those big stones down at the house office building. And they point blank would not accept me into the stonemasons local unit due to the fact I was black. And that was something that stuck in my craw because I can go there right today and put my hand on the stone that I had set all around the building. Plus, over in the court, we set those big 20-ton pillars over in that court. You can't see them by driving by that because they're over inside of the court. And that's something that stuck with me. I wanted to be a stonemason. If I couldn't get into the electrician, then I stayed with the labor union, the labor movement, and because as I say today, I'm glad I did because I'm able to draw my pensions as a reward for being a labor. As I spoke earlier, said I wanted to be an electrician. I do know what their slogan was back then at their union hall. They had a sign over their door in an oval shape. Only our sons and daughters will cross the threshold. And the civil rights movement, with the help of the government, they had to take that sign down off of their union hall. So that's a great step from what it was back in the 60s when I tried to get into the local union. The laborers were able to get into the trade unions because when I came along, we weren't able to get into any of the trade unions. And that's one of the big changes. And then especially after they recognized Martin Luther King Day as a holiday, the contractors agreed with it and signed off on it, and then they started to take in laborers into the different trades.